to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle, and today we are getting ready to go on vacation, and I have everything laid out in front of me and what I bring in the beauty department to show you my necessities and essentials. I originally was gonna do one long video where I would do like the style stuff that I'm bringing and the beauty stuff, but I decided I talk way too much for that, so I split it up into two different videos. Let's go ahead and get started so I can breeze through all of the products I have in front of me. It's obviously not everything that I'm bringing on vacation, but it is quite a bit of it. And I really think that these products could go for any summer vacation that you have coming up, or maybe like tweak it to any type of vacation year round. These are just the things that I do in prep or that I bring with me when I'm going to be out of town. Before we get started, if you like videos like this, please be sure to give this a thumbs up and leave a comment down below with what your favorite product is to bring on vacation. Maybe there's something I'm forgetting in my routine that I'm just not thinking of. Ask me questions, I will try to answer all of them. I love having this Sparkle Me Pink community where we can kind of go back and forth, ask each other questions, give recommendations, and kind of go from there. Yes, I am wearing a swim top. This is one I got from Target last year. And like I said, I'll be sharing all of my like fashion favorites and things like that in a totally separate video. This is strictly like beauty for the skin and hair. I hope all that jibber jabber made any sense because I feel like it was all over the place. But let's go ahead and talk about the first product. It is my mirror that I travel with. This is my RIKI Skinny. The mirror was sent to me in PR like a year and a half ago, but I have since traveled so much with this that I am so glad that I have it. I absolutely would have purchased it if they hadn't said to me when I had reached out to them saying that I was going on a trip. I purchased this case. It's just a laptop case off of Amazon. Links to everything that I'm talking about in the description box below. I appreciate you clicking through and making a purchase with them because I do earn a commission. But this is my RIKI Skinny. I did a full review, so I won't go into too much in depth. I won't go too in depth with it, but it is amazing. I will charge it before I go if it's going to be a short trip. If it's going to be a week or more than a week, I will bring the charger with me just in case. But I haven't had any issues. Like we went to Vegas for 4 or 5 days and I didn't bring the charger with me and I was totally fine. It didn't die out on me. But I have to have this now. Now this is like an essential, and we're going to be flying to where we're going this year. So I'm really glad that I had this little case, and I'll likely put it on my carry-on because I'm too paranoid to put it in my checked bag. Next up is what I store my makeup in. This is a train case that I got from a FabFitFun box last year, I believe, last spring or summer, but I'll see if I can find a link to it because I love it. There's a spot up here for you to put your brushes. There's a little pocket up here. I'll put my tweezers or sometimes even my lashes. Oh, there's a lip pencil in there. Go figure. Lip pencils, anything that's loose will go in there, and then the bottom opens up to be a decent area at the bottom to put like my compacts, foundation, any bigger brushes that didn't fit up top and stuff like that. I love this. I love that I can, it's like plasticky so I can wipe it off if it gets schmutzy. Love it. As for makeup that I bring along with me, I will of course bring my favorite foundation, which is the Revlon Color Stay, but I won't be wearing foundation every single day, especially if I'm going to be hanging out by the pool or going down to the beach. And I'm sure you'll feel the same while you're on vacation. You don't want to be doing like a full beat unless you're going out for dinner, so I'll still bring a bunch of makeup, but I likely won't wear it every single day. What I will likely wear are the essentials, just to look a little lively and pulled together. This is a new thing for me, but it is waterproof. It is the Revlon Color Stay Brow Pencil. I just reviewed this. I used it again today, and I love it so much. And you guys know I've been raving and touting about the L'Oreal Precision Brow. I do still love it, but it's not waterproof. And if you're going to be near water or sweating or in a hot community climate, what is wrong with me? This is going to be the way to go. I also, of course, love my butter bronzer. Have to have it. I like to bring my light and the deep shade to kind of give myself an evened out glow. Like right now, my tan line is embarrassing, so we'll just keep that right there. But I would normally use like maybe a little bronzer to even it out if I was wearing like a dress or something that would have like it showing. Next up, I want to get a waterproof version of this. I believe they make it. The Total Temptation mascara from Maybelline has been my favorite at the moment, but I do need to get a waterproof version. And I've really been liking the creaminess of this, what is it called, the Hydro Boost Hydrating Concealer with Hyaluronic Acid from Neutrogena. It's the one that has the little white center. Super creamy, super hydrating. It will move on you if you don't set it with a powder, but if you just like tap out the line that might crease a little bit, like if you put it too heavy, it'll crease. If you put a light application, it kind of just seeps into your skin. It's creamy, it melts into everything, and it gives a very light to maybe medium coverage if you build it up. But I usually just use it a little bit under the eyes to brighten things up, maybe on a blemish or two, just to help have it not be so like red and, you know, forward. It's just very soft and natural. As for lip care, this is something that I'll keep in my beach bag, but I will definitely bring it with me when I'm getting ready for the day because I want to apply it excuse me, before I go out in the sun. It's the Neutrogena Moisture Shine Lip Smoother. It has sunscreen in it, which is why I ended up getting this. I loved that it was in a pretty pink, kind of jelly, gluey, it looks like it's gonna be gloopy, but it's actually super smooth and thin, and it just feels really great and hydrating on the lips. I know I've mentioned a couple Neutrogena products in this, and I promise I'm not sponsored. They have no idea who the hell I am. Because I have also been liking their foundation stick. I will be kind of layering this with the Revlon, or maybe if there's a day that I'm not wearing so much makeup, I'll use just this and the concealer just to kind of hit up some spots for a little extra coverage. It's really light. It definitely leaves you with like a soft skin finish, and I love it. It's just not full coverage, which is why I'm bringing the Revlon too. Now let's move on to protecting our skin. I'm a big believer in wearing sunscreen, and the one that I've been really loving is the Self Tan Dry Oil. It is SPF 50, and this is from Vita Liberata. This is the tanning lotion that I absolutely love, but this is actually their version of a sunscreen, but it will give you like a bronzy tan glow at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win. It's very oily, it's a little messy, so I like to do it with a mitt. I actually just purchased a new mitt from Vita Liberata because I loved theirs so much. It's just very soft and it rinses out really well. I've tried the ones from Ulta and mine just fell apart when I washed it. As for sunscreen for my face, I keep a Purely's one in the bag that I bring to the pool for me and the kids to use, like to do the top of their ears, their nose, their forehead, all the areas that I can easily kind of like rub it in, and then I'll spray down their bodies with just any like regular spray. It's just easier, faster. But I personally like using the Kula just because I feel like it's a little more gentle on my pores. It has green tea extracts in it. This one I think has cucumber or something in it, or white tea. I have two different versions of it. This has SPF 50 and it's the sport version. You do have to reapply after a little while, but it hasn't clogged my pores, broken me out, and protects me from hyperpigmentation, excess fine lines and wrinkles from the free radicals of the sun coming at your face and ruin it and breaking down your collagen, making you look older than you are. I love and can appreciate a good tan, but it has to come from a bottle or a spray gun. This is the Vita Liberata Self-Tanning Tinting Mousse. Now for this particular trip, because we're going for so long, I am going to be getting a spray tan before we go, but then halfway through the trip, you know, when it starts to wear off a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my Vita Liberata to just kind of like bring it back to life. Now in preparation for getting ready for a spray tan, or even if you do the sunless tanning at home, you have to get rid of all of the hair and you have to exfoliate your skin. I am preferential to waxing. Wax my underarms, my bikini area, my legs, everything gets waxed. But I know that about a week in, like towards the end of the trip, I'm gonna have a little bit of scragglies come through. And I know it's the #1 rule when you're waxing is to not shave. But if you're on the beach and you're gonna be in front of people, like normally body hair doesn't bother me. Like I've waxed so much that I'll grow out my underarm hair to like embarrassing amounts just so I can like get a good wax when I do it. But when you're on a beach, you don't want like little furry chinchillas coming out of your armpits. So I am going to bring along my favorite razor. I worked with them years ago, but I have since purchased and repurchased from them. This is Shave Mob. I like their, I think it's 5-blade. I'll put all the information down below, but super travel friendly. I take the top off. There's a little case that I can put it in, and this helps just keeps any of the scragglers that start to grow in towards the end of the trip. And remember to wax about a day to 2 days before you get your spray tan, and exfoliate. So what I'm doing in prep for getting my spray tan is I'm going to exfoliate one day. The next day I'm going to do my wax. The next day I'm going to do a very light exfoliation, and then I'm going to go into my spray tan. You want your skin to be fresh, no dead skin cells, because otherwise the tan is going to just grip to it. You need to exfoliate before you wax so that you can kind of fluff up the hair and get rid of any ingrown hair, excess cells, and different like buildup on your skin. I like exfoliating my body with 2 different things. I love these gloves here. It's made of like a plasticky, it almost feels like Walmart bags, just kind of like woven into a glove. I don't remember the name of it, but I'll put the information down below. And then I am obsessed with this body scrub. I know I got one in my FabFitFun box and I really liked it, but it has such a strong granular feel to it that I only like to really use it on my hands. Anywhere else that I use it was a little bit too abrasive and it kind of hurt. Whereas this is creamy. It's almost like rubbing a lotion on that has little beads. It feels so good. Let me tell you what it is. It's the exfoliating body polish. I got mine in the pomegranate seeds and shea butter from Dove. I had like a little sample size that came in some random box, probably some sampler box a while back, and it was the rice milk one, but I felt like it smelled like baby formula. So when I went to the store, I saw that they had a pomegranate one, so I picked that one up. It just, I can't explain it, but you have to get this. It's like $5 or $6. Absolutely worth it. Love this for exfoliating the body. Definitely don't use it on your face. So let's say once you've exfoliated, you've waxed, you've exfoliated, you spray tanned, and you want to keep your tan going for as long as possible before you go in with your self tanner. I just use Walmart lotion. I know that it has petroleum in it, and that is very controversial in the esthetician world and like skincare, but it is phthalate free and paraben free, and it has cocoa butter in it, and it's just so creamy and smooth, and it just feels so good. And it definitely kept my skin like soft and supple and prolonged my tan. Absolutely. I'm a huge believer that when I got the spray tan when we went to Mexico, my tan lasted at least 5 days. It was amazing. And I like getting tans. I know I've kind of like spent a couple minutes on like tanning your body without the sun, but it kind of makes me look a little more slender. It gives you like that little extra air of confidence. Like there's nothing wrong with my body. I got rolls and jiggly parts all over the place, but it's kind of nice having that little like glow. I don't know, it's just me. Last but not least, let's talk about hair care. I will rebring my regular shampoo and conditioner. Right now I'm trying something out new, so I don't really want to share it just yet, but you will need a leave-in conditioner. Whether you're going to the pool, the beach, a dry climate, a humid climate, you need something to keep your hair soft and manageable and also have some properties in it that if you bring a heat styling tool, whether it be a curling wand, straightening wand, hair dryer, it has to have it in it. I have a couple in front of me because I'm kind of like balancing between different ones. The one I've used the most is the 12 Benefits. I got this in a Generation Beauty. I actually purchased this on my own. I love this. And I also have It's a 10. I like it, but I love this one. And you just use 2 squirts in your hand, kind of smoosh it together like you're doing lotion, keep it on your ends, and then I'll like lightly like finger comb through the rest of it like a rabid squirrel, just like everywhere. Then I'll go in with my curling wand, straightening wand, hair dryer, whatever it is. Something new to me is the way leave-in conditioner, it smells like a beautiful hair salon. And I used this for the first time yesterday, and my hair is super soft and manageable. So far I'm liking it, but I thought I'd at least mention something that's a little more high-end. Another one that I keep in my pool bag, that is a genuine fact here, is the Pure Brazilian Miracle. This one right here. This has come in a couple of different like subscription boxes over the years. I want to say this is my second or third one, but when I was in the beauty supply store getting the new shampoo and conditioner, I saw this there. So I know that the travel size is out there, which is another reason why I wanted to mention it. If you're going between the two, go with the Pure Brazilian. But if you are okay bringing full size, I would maybe go with the 12 Benefits just because I'm not 100% confident recommending this just yet. Last but not least, hair brushes. So I love my wet brush. I could not live without a wet brush. They are everything. They came out with this little travel one. It's a little dirty, so don't look too closely, but it pops out. So it's a full size hairbrush. So whether you're down at the beach and then you're like, hey, let's walk around, and you're like, I have windblown hair that looks like crap, or I need to put it up in a ponytail and it's all bumpy, it folds up into like a little cube, but it has the wet brush bristles. So if your hair is wet and unmanageable, it'll glide through with ease. And then of course I have to show my pink one with the geometric shapes on the back because this is the one I use like every day and it's filled with hair. So I'll just show you the back. Love this thing. Could not live without it. Did I say that already? I'm out of breath. I feel like I just went a million miles an hour. I hope you found this helpful, or at the very least entertaining. Again, let me know what your favorite products to travel with beauty-wise in the comments down below, and keep an eye out for the style version of this video going up very shortly. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.